Can't beat a good old-fashioned circus. Here, there's your reward. Now, come on. Let's go for a little ride. There you go. All right. There we go.
Oh, it's ever so good of you, Mr. Bishop.
Now, can we see the tigers?
Please, Ashton, can we see the tigers, please?
Sorry, now can we see the tigers, please?
Oh, you can. You can see anything you like. You're Ben Bishop's special guests.
What are they? Llamas, South American llamas. Been with us about 3 years.
Afternoon, Jimmy.
Afternoon, chap.
Is that safe?
Oh, there's no danger, Mrs. Martin. Our safety record's second to none. Am I not right, Jimmy?
Yes, Mr. Bishop.
There you are. Come on.
Hello?
Hello? What are you doing here?
Can I come in? I've got something to show you.
Yes, of course. A lobster. Right, if you put your crustacean friend down there, I'll just finish off. Oh, let me take your coat.
Thanks. Do you do all your own cooking?
Well, since I've been living on my own, I've made a sort of hobby of it. Good food is one of life's great pleasures.
Yes, it can be.
Would you care for a glass of wine?
Thanks.
I'll just put my dinner in the oven and then we can take a look at the lobby lab there.
Did you have any joy with that camel?
Don't talk to me about camels, please.
Still having problems?
You could say that. I've stuck so many needles in her, she's taken umbrage against me. Every time she sees me, she starts spitting.
Is that all? What's a little spit between friends?
Have you ever seen camel spit?
No, I don't think so.
Well, it's not the sort of stuff a schoolboy produces, let me tell you. Camel spit is a sort of bottomless well of smelly, green, partly digested stomach contents, which they can fire at you with deadly accuracy in a blob or spray at you in a broadside. I've had the lot since I've been dealing with that creature.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh. But it does conjure up a marvellous image. Can't you put something over its head?
Oh, I've tried that. I managed to put a jacket over it once.
Well, there you are then.
It spat at me down the sleeve. I'm having terrible trouble getting the stuff out of my hair.
After all that, have you found the parasite?
No.
Oh, dear. Have you tried taking samples at different times of day? Some parasites are creatures of habit and they only go promenading in the blood at certain times, you know.
Yes, that's a thought. I'll give it a try. Now, let's take a look at Thermidor.
Well, if you find a painless way of getting blood out of this lobster, I'll buy you a big bottle of shampoo as a reward.
You're on. I have not been idle, you'll be pleased to hear. In fact, I've managed to root out this old tome which shows you the basic anatomy of your noble lobster. Ah. Now, here, as you see, is the heart. Now, I reckon if we go in at 45 degrees, at where this plate hinges on the one behind, go in about 2 centimetres, we should be able to draw off a sample of blood. May bother at all.
You really think so?
Oh, yes, shouldn't be too difficult. As long as you hold on to him tightly and whisper sweet nothings in his crusty ear. You know, this could be a long job. 30 seconds at least. You could be here all night.
Well, Councillor, what did you make of all that, eh?
Very entertaining, Mr. Bishop. I've always liked animals.
And these are the best, eh?
Most impressive, Mr. Bishop.
Well, I really don't know how you do it.
Experience, Mrs. Martin. Experience going back over generations. Not just entertaining the public, but looking after them properly. Making sure they're safe. We never take chances with public safety.
That's a very important point.
That's right. Well,
When it comes to planning applications, that's the most important point my committee has to consider in cases like yours.
Exactly. Safety at all times while we're educating them. Now, of course, the educational aspect is important as well.
Well, I mean, this has been an education and no mistake. Oh, I can't tell you how grateful we are. And the children are never going to forget it.
Carpet clouds of the circus I never knew we had. Eh? Go on, then.
Here, let's have a look at you. My goodness, what have you been up to? Look at this red nose.
Have you been having a good time?
Trouble is, they wear their skeletons on the outside precisely to prevent this sort of thing.
To keep them safe from vets and doctors trying to get their blood.
Something like that. You've heard of trying to get blood out of a stone, of course.
Yes.
Well, I think we might be in business.
Oh, good morning.
Morning.
You're bright and early today.
Yes. Made a dawn raid on that camel.
Oh, what's this?
Lobster blood.
Lobster?
But it's blue.
Yes, fascinating, isn't it? Maybe that's why lobster's such an aristocratic dish.
That'll be quite enough of that. Well, what's it for, anyway?
Well, you remember that girl with the blood problem? She came round to my place last night. And I succeeded in solving her problem.
I see. And are you proposing to charge a young lady for your services?
Oh, yes, yes. I'm getting a bottle of shampoo.
I think you're taking all this a bit too far.
You do want to save the animal, don't you?
Of course you do, but I mean, all you have to go on is the word of some old soldier.
It's not just his word. He suggested it, it's true, but now I've checked the symptoms with the reference books and I'm certain it is Sarah.
Well, if you don't find your bug soon, she'll be dead anyway. She'll have no blood left in her.
Just hold her steady, will you?
Come on. Ah, come on.
Easy.
Steady now. No. Morning, noon and night. And nothing will help me so. Ah. Oh, no. Damn it. Blast it.
By Jove, young man. I'd never have thought it possible. Marvellous. Just as if she'd never heard of half-writers.
Yes. I'm very pleased with her. We can't cure it, of course, but at least we've managed to relieve the symptoms.
Ah, well, I suppose this'll have to do.
Trouble is, the damage was probably done years ago, back in India.
It was a long time ago, eh? I've had her 20 years, and I've always treated her well.
Oh, I'm sure you have. She's been lucky in that respect. No, the thing is, when they're separated from their mothers, they're put in a stockade and just fed on watered-down cow's milk and rice balls. A lot of them tend to die from enteritis or strangulating hernias. And the ones that do survive may seem to do all right, but the unbalanced diet, lack of mother's milk, means the joint structures don't develop properly. 20 years later, this is the result. Yeah, sorry about the lecture. I tend to get carried away.
No, no, don't apologize, young man. No, I like it. Shows there's more to being a vet than dishing out pills and potions.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I'm off now, unless there's anything else either of you needs.
No, not this evening, thank you, Ethel.
Mr. Turner?
No, thanks, Ethel. I'll look up.
Oh, very well. Good night, then.
Good night, Ethel.
Aye.
Are you planning to stay all night?
No, I've got a date in town.
Oh, yes, your lady doctor friend.
Yes, as a matter of fact. Mind you, I don't think there's much future in it. Our tastes in food are too far apart.
Yeah. Have you totted up how many hours you've spent on that damn camel?
Not exactly, no.
Well, why not? I know the zoo's having a hard time of it, but they're not entitled to your services for nothing.
Of course not. But I must do what I can to help them out.
While you're a partner in this practice, Donald...
I'll charge them a fair price, Maurice. And I'm sure they'll be prepared to pay. This is a matter of pride for me now, and I'm damned if I'm going to be beaten.
All I'm trying to say is, it's not fair on our other clients. You're on me, come to that.
I'm sorry, but it is part of the practice. And our agreement was, when I bought my share, that I would be able to develop my interest in exotic species.
Well, you've certainly done that all right. You're never here half the time. Dashing about all over the place, wearing out cars, burning up expensive petrol.
Maurice!
And what have we got to show for it? Nothing but bad debts half the time.
Maurice, we've had all this out before.
And no doubt we'll have it all again, because half the trouble is you're too pig-headed to admit that there's no future in it.
There is, for me.
I don't know why I bother. I'm going home. Before I say something we'll both regret.